Hello class, here's another tutorial. This one happens to be on Walldo shots. We talked about those in class and I was just wanting to show you a few examples. This one happens to be a low shot. See how low the camera is? It's almost on the ground. We'll just review all these different ones. Here's another low shot, but they're actually walking through the scene, starting from right to left, or you could go left to right, but always have them walking through is a good possibility. This one is a linking shot. We talked about those earlier, but it's also kind of low coming up, and they're linking this coffee cup with the person on the phone. Here's another low shot. Anytime you're below the hip is pretty much a low shot. Now this one's a little bit higher. It's probably under the armpit. That's about waist high, a little bit higher maybe again. Now here's an over the top. We're up above. It's also called an opposite shot because you're in the opposite viewpoint. You're behind the band this time instead of being out as part of the audience. But it's up above. Here's another up above, over the shoulder or above your head shot. Another above the head, above the head. Now we're back low. Position 1, ground level. We're going to go through the positions here with these shots. All the same shot, just different levels. Here's the waist shot, raising up a little bit higher on the next one, under the arm, a little bit higher or on the shoulder, and then overhead. So you can see the difference there. Another over the head shot. So again, the Walldo shots are wide, angled, low, linking, depth, and opposite. Try to use those in your video. You're going to find out they're going to make a lot of difference. It's going to look a lot more professional if you use all those different types of shots. Just don't do the old normal eye level filming. It does tend to be a little bit boring. You're going to see a lot of different types of shots in here. I may even move through there. This is a really neat angled shot right here coming up when you have this banner going. Here's a neat one where they're next to the store. See how that angled camp sign, get the camera right next to the building. Here's another one. See how they're closer to the wall of this building. This one's really neat. This is like a printing press or something rolling there, but you're really close to this. Creates a lot of interesting angles. So get your camera close to an object and create some angles. Some more low shots. Another low shot. Up, looking upwards. This one's still knee-high or lower. Here's a linking shot. You've seen this door, you've got his name, and now it's going to link to the person. Another linking shot, file cabinet to the person. You can tell what this person is, right? By seeing the electronics, we know that he's probably has to do something with electronics. That was a linking shot with the airplane jet going into the palm trees. We know we're not in Kansas anymore. We know we're probably something tropical. Notice how these gradually move, zooming out and always adding more information when you zoom out. Here was a focus where they started in and blurred to the next one. Panning your camera. Could be up, down, left, right. These are all some pans. This is a shot where you create some depth. Have someone up close, things going on in the background. Got a fence up close, stuff in the background. Objects close, things going on behind. Here's an opposite shot. Sometimes over the shoulders are considered opposite shots also. Another opposite shot. Another opposite shot over the shoulder. Here's one where we're on stage again. Another opposite shot. Another opposite and opposite. And if you go to the playing field, take a position, it's also one. Now here's a great example of how to take some scenes like a normal everyday person would and make it a lot more creative. I'll let this one play and then you can be your own judge on how well it was done. how a broadcast pro would do it. Low. These linking shots are cool. Tight shots. Just a lot of shots that you wouldn't normally think about doing. Now you're going to see some window shots in here also. Get objects up close, look through the objects. It could be silhouettes. You may have to change your exposure possibly. Most cameras are automatically anymore. I mentioned to you before that we're going to talk about the Jaws shot, so I want to definitely get the Jaws shot in for you today. Look at that reflection. These are all reflection. These are creative type shots where you can use mirrors, water, windows to get reflections. Another mirror shot. Reflection in the glasses. You can tell she's looking at a computer. Another reflection shot. This is what they call dumbing down, where you change color or apply a filter. Walk through. This is neat how she walks through the trees, some close, some further away. We're going to take a look at the Jaws shot real quick. Here's several attempts at a Jaws shot. If I see something on the way, I will bring that up to you too. Here's a lot of windows type, door types things. Sometimes they can be a little creepy. It's almost like you're peeping Tom looking in. But depending on your video, it may be something that you need for your video to add that effect of being out looking in. Let's move forward to the Jaws shot. Here's some, I want to show you some of these again here, these fading blur. You might change from your focus effect. It's a really creative, neat ideas. You're going to find out there's something outside that you had no idea was out there. Just changing the focus of the camera. Let's move on here. I want to show you, this one here is kind of a neat shot, this hiking shot. Kind of scary looking over the edge. Inside a car is an opposite. Look how much different this is when you're low. Get down to the level of what you're filming. This would be an opposite shot, kind of exactly what the baby sees when you're filming low. But instead of always filming up high, get low and film like an opposite type shot. I wanted to show you, this has got some interesting stuff here. All these different shots. I don't advise driving over the top of your camera or holding your camera outside the vehicle. Make sure you don't do anything to it. Look at all these different ones. Here's an opposite shot. There's a reflection shot, angled reflection. Combine these together. The depth, angled, low, depth again, reflection, low, point of view when you're inside the car. Linking, we're telling where you're at now with your vehicle. Alright, one of the most interesting ones is this camera shot. These are, I'm going to show you these two. These are called dumbing down. A lot of commercials use them. Look how the colors change, how quick everything is in a commercial. Think about keeping everything quick in your videos as well. Here's a up pedestal. You go up the body, start low and go up. Makes somebody look really big. You start low and just go up their body. It's also called an up the body shot, but a lot of times it's called a pedestal shot. Makes people look big and powerful. Even this baby is going to look big. Alright, here's the Jaws shot, and I'll run it a couple times. What this is you're going back and forth from you're zooming in as you move forward. Here's kind of an example of it. We'll get through this guy. I'm trying to run these back and forth. But you pretty much have to have your camera on wheels, and you're going to go forward and zoom out at the same time. There's the Jaws shot. It's the first time you saw it. Look how neat that background looks when you roll the camera towards and zoom out at the same time. The reason it's called a Jaws shot is the first time that it was seen in the movie industry was during that movie of Jaws. Here's a couple of times when they practice it on this fellow. They're going to move forward and zoom out. It's kind of a creepy shot. It takes a lot of practice, to be honest with you. Here's another attempt at it. It shows what they're doing, moving in and zooming out at the same time. Here's what happens when you do it to like a post or some food. You can do the jaw shot on that. Look how everything seems like it's moving. There's going to be a shot here of a lady along a road. It's really cool, moving towards her and zooming out at the same time. Makes it look like she's moving. So those are your different types of shots, some creative shots, wide angle, low linking. Hopefully you'll find some stuff in there that you can use in your videos. So be creative with your shots is the main thing.